Have you ever noticed how hard it's become just to be with your own thoughts? Not to read, not to scroll, not to listen to a podcast or watch a video, just be? It's strange, isn't it? In a time where information is everywhere, real thinking, actual deep, sustained inner thought is vanishing. And the quiet mind has become a rare species. We used to have gaps in our day, moments where the mind wandered, drifted, reflected, waiting in line, walking to work, staring at the ceiling. Now, those gaps are gone, filled, replaced, hijacked by the feed, the scroll, the ping, the next thing. Every pocket of silence, once an opening for thought, now becomes an opportunity for consumption. We don't just pass time anymore. We fill it. And not with presence, but with pixels. But here's the paradox. We've never had more access to ideas, and yet we're thinking less. We're consuming brilliance and losing our own. This isn't an accident. It's the outcome of an entire ecosystem designed to monetize your attention at all costs. Every notification, every trending sound, every short-form loop, it pulls you in, not because it's meaningful, but because it stimulates. You feel engaged, but you're not thinking. You feel full, but you're mentally bloated. You feel inspired, but you can't remember the last time you had an original idea. And that is what makes thinking, deep, focused, original thought, so radical today. Because in a distracted world, attention is rebellion. And silence? Silence is subversive. It's no longer just the absence of noise, it's resistance, because silence creates a vacuum. And in that vacuum, thought returns. Not recycled opinions, not the last quote you saved, not the highlight reel from someone else's life. Your thoughts, unedited, unfiltered, untamed. But silence is uncomfortable. It's unfamiliar now. The first time you try it, it feels hollow. Your mind itches for input. Your hand reaches for the phone. You tell yourself it's just for a second. But we both know, seconds become spirals. So you feel the silence again and again and again. Until eventually, silence becomes unbearable. But here's the truth most people miss. Quiet isn't empty. Quiet is full of potential, full of connection, full of the inner landscape you've forgotten to visit. Silence is where ideas are born, where clarity takes root, where real learning happens, not because you're taking in more, but because you're finally digesting what you already have. Think of your brain like a garden. Information is the seed. Silence is the soil. Reflection is the water. And your attention is the sunlight. Without silence, there's no integration, no synthesis, just noise stacked on noise. We scroll but don't remember. We listen but don't absorb. We learn but don't apply. And over time, that leaves us with a mind full of half-formed thoughts, fragmented attention, and an inability to sit still. But here's the hope. You can rewire your mind, not with a detox, not with a productivity hack, but with a simple shift. Make space to think. That's it. 10 minutes a day of no input, no phone, no task, just space. Let the discomfort come. Let the thoughts arrive. Let the silence stretch. You'll be surprised what rises from that quiet. Old ideas, buried under noise, emotions you've been dodging, insights you didn't know you had, and eventually, your voice, your real voice, not the one shaped by algorithms, but the one shaped by experience, by memory, by soul. And when that voice returns, everything changes. You speak differently. You listen more deeply. You become present, not just physically, but mentally. That's the true power of a quiet mind. It sees clearly, it chooses wisely, It creates with intention. In a world obsessed with speed, the quiet mind moves slowly. In a culture hooked on reaction, the quiet mind responds. In a time where noise is constant, the quiet mind becomes rare, and therefore revolutionary. So if your mind feels foggy, if you can't hear yourself anymore, if you're tired of the loop, start small. A few minutes of silence, a notebook by your side, a question you sit with rather than search for. And above all, remember, you don't need more information. You need more integration. You don't need more input. You need more space. You don't need more hustle. You need more presence. Thinking is now a radical act, and you, with your quiet, curious, intentional mind, are leading the revolution. Let others scroll, let others chase. You'll sit, you'll think, you'll create, because you've remembered something the world forgot.